let's practice stitching. We've got straight stitches, corners, and curves. So I personally place the needle in first so that I know where it's going into my fabric. And then I put the presser foot down. And then I will watch basically where there's a groove right here, and that it's lined up with this, and keep going. I'll go forward 3, and then I will go backwards 3. So to go backwards, I have to lift. Some machines will have an arrow. So going backwards 3. And you can go slow or fast depending on your foot pressure. So be careful if you've got leaded feet. Alright, so I've made it to the end, and I'm going to back stitch. Do one more stitch by hand by bringing the wheel towards me, the hand wheel. Pull out and make sure that the needle is up all the way. So you're going to watch your intake level, or else this thread is going to be hard to take out, as you could see, and cut off your tails. So that's what the first one is. Mine's a little wonky because I'm kind of at a weird angle. That's my excuse. And you just want to practice this before you start sewing projects. Even if you're a pro, this is extremely helpful to just practice. Okay, so for a corner, I'm putting the needle down. Okay, I'm going to put the foot down. I'm going to stitch all the way up to this corner and stop with the needle in the fabric. If you have to move the fabric, do not pull. Don't pull. Pulling is not good. Just guide it with your fingers. Otherwise you're going to have bunches. Your thread is going to bunch a lot. This is bunched because my machine's broken, but I can straighten it out a little, and it'll straighten out with the iron, but if you're doing it wrong, it's going to bunch a lot. Whoops! Alright, so I'm in that corner. You can see it right there. And then I'm just going to turn it. Oh, I guess I've got one more stitch to go, which is okay. Sometimes you're going to go a little before it, a little after it, but you really want to try and get it into the exact corner. And since these are practice ones, you don't have to backstitch. I just backstitch for practicing for seams. And bring it up. Make sure the needle is up all the way. And pull and cut threads. And then circles are basically the same. So this is my circle. Here, let me make it blue. So that's what my circle kind of looks like. So you're going to basically put your needle in. And every time you see that this is going to be away from the foot when you're sewing, you're going to pick up the foot and move it, just like we did with the corners. So mine has already gotten off, so I'm going to just put the needle in. Oops. And move it just a little bit and put it down. And then bring it. Sometimes you can turn it with your hands, but sometimes it's going to be too sharp of a turn. And go slow, it's not a race. This is really weird with the camera in the way. So mine's not perfect, I do apologize. But it's basically just straight lines. All you have to do is just keep moving it. And stitch. I'm gonna cut it. And as you can see, it's not perfect, but it's on the line except for right here. So you just do some curves, just like that.